live dashboard looks like. So when you work with us and we're managing your Google Ads, we want to give you live, up-to-date information on how much you've spent with Google and how many leads that's brought for your business. So what we do is we've created this custom-built dashboard that allows you to see that information. So when you start with us, you're going to get your own link that goes through to your dashboard. You can then select here in the top corner whether you want to see information from the last 30 days, the last 14 days, the last 7 days, today, yesterday. You can get as up to date as you want. Then hit apply. So I'm looking at the last 30 days. And this example I'm showing you here is a real customer's data. This is someone that's live, but just to protect their privacy, I have blurred out a couple of details and a couple of their customers' details because I want to make sure that's kept private for them. But you can scroll down here and you can see how much you've spent on Google. So this person has spent this much on Google Ads and how many leads that's brought in. And of them leads, how many were calls and how many were messages. You can also get a comparison of the period before. So we're looking at the last 30 days, but you can see under here that the previous 30 days, you can compare that. So we have actually spent £55 more, but we've got 30 more calls and 8 messages. So you can get a comparison. We then have this really handy return on investment calculator. This is just a snapshot. If you wanted a guesstimation on what kind of return on investment your Google Ads is bringing in, use this. Here you can input what percentage of leads you usually turn into customers. So if 100 people called, 70% of them you're turning into leads. So you can guess that. And you can guess what's your average job value. In this case, it's £120. This snapshot then allows you to see, well, if you converted 70% of the total leads and your average job value is 120, looking at these stats, you're likely to have got back 11,000 and you've spent 1,400 to do that. So you can see a really quick snapshot of your return on investment based on the numbers that you provide. But if you want to get into the nitty-gritty and actually look at each lead and see exactly how much it brought back rather than going an average figure, that's when you can scroll down and see all the calls that were made during that period. You can see whether they were answered, how long you were on the phone for. Here you'd be able to see the customer's phone number, but I've blocked that out. And really cool, you can click on this link and listen back to your call. This is really handy because you can see who that customer was. You can see whether they booked in, how much they booked in for. Some customers also use this as a training tool. If it's not just you that answers the phone, you can listen back to calls and see how they're being answered and see if there's any way that the people answering the phone can convert more callers into customers. You can also do the same here for your emails. So it'll tell you the date that the email came through. And again, I've blurred it out here, but you'd see the whole email here. So that's the first page of your dashboard. That's where most people spend their time. But you can also go onto page 2. And that's going to give you even more information. It's going to tell you what your top performing keywords were. It's going to tell you whether the people clicking on your ad have been using a mobile or a laptop. It's going to tell you where your calls are coming from. So what location are them people based? And even what time of day. So you can see here, this person's ads perform best at 10 a.m. in the morning. And you can use that information to improve your other marketing. So for instance, if you're going to start calling past customers to see if they want their house cleaned again, they want another one of your services, you can see, well, actually, most people are active and looking for my services at 10 a.m. Or if you're running a Facebook ad and you want to make sure the times are set so that you're getting the most amount of customers, you can look at what's working for your Google Ads and then set your other marketing to reflect this. So data is really king in this case and can help you make really smart decisions for your business. I hope you found this useful.